Alright, the plan is simple. We'll swipe the very last of the SNES classics right underneath everyone's nose.
So it's time to go
Black Tiger.
Oh dear.
That doesn't sound like it would smell right.
No, it wouldn't.
I hate the smell of wet cat.
Wet animals
fur.
in general don't smell good and smell nice.
I mean, I just gave my puppy a bath the other day and she smells nice.
Well, because you use soap,
Well,
I
you use
assume.
soap.
But if it just fell into water and just came out of the water with no soap, it would not smell good.
That pose is like, hey.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
So I guess the Iki's a pleasant smell literally just leads to him impersonating Yoda.
Good smelling darkness. Anyway, so then let's get our last things.
And smelling foxing it is.
Nice.
Anyway.
Okay, yeah. So we need more for this. So yeah, our plan is to get the last piece of the heart. Last piece of yo, God, you're right. This is Zelda. We're getting the last piece of heart.
Oh boy, can't wait to get that 34 part container.
And then we'll finally be able to. Okay, so Bentley is going to be up here remotely throughout the rest of the heist. He will provide cover support. We're gonna carry a giant bomb to blow up a mouth. Oh gosh, the elephant's coming.
Wouldn't have been some shit if that elephant just tilted that entire building.
The spotlight triggered during the cutscene.
Ooh.
Oops.
Subtle.
That too.
And they're already on to us.
Oh,
well, there goes
you got
our
triggered
plan.
anyway.
Yeah, there we go.
Well,
Anyway,
don't worry. Murray's just a distraction.
can I say?
Yeah. Don't worry,
one of the
Bentley.
okay.
I'll lose him with my knockout gas.
Yes, not knockout gas.
Well, knocks him out.
It's some sort of gas.
Sorry, I'm trying to go with hype of like my noxious amnesia gas. It's not amnesia
It's
gas.
not amnesia gas, but it sure is noxious. You gotta give me that.
Gotta give me that.
Jesus.
Well, that didn't really hurt him. He just kind of got his feet wet.
Is that rhino standing in the water
man.
that you
Actually,
can't swim
Yes,
in?
because I tried to push him off the ledge, and he's now stuck there.
And that's all it took.
Well, okay.
He's stuck there forever. Oh, geez.
Actually, going off
so
what
now we
James
gotta
said,
stop
because this
them.
is also a quote related. Oh, you go for it.
Oh, jeez,
those
we're
things.
tilting all
Uh-oh,
over
they're
the
dropping
place.
bombs.
Anyway, back to you.
On
Hype.
his own
Oh, I'm
facility,
shooting
no
these bombs
less.
down. I'm just blowing up bombs. Back to you, Hype.
Okay, well, just going back to what James says, and I can actually continue off because it's actually also a quote relating to the stomach, where he just goes, Jesus, oh man, it's me, your stomach.
Nice. Oh, and also, okay, another topic I was going to bring up is what if there was an N64 classic? What games would you like to see on it?
Well, Mario 64 goes without saying.
Mario 64. I mean, let's just name the obvious ones out of the way right now. Mario 64, Ocarina of Time, Star Fox 64,
Star Fox,
Kirby 64,
Crystal Shards,
Pilot
Yeah,
Man
Chris-
64.
DK 64.
oh, DK64.
No, not
that.
Actually, maybe DK64.
That one would take a bit of work considering all the rare stuff that's in there.
Majora's Mask and/or Ocarina of Time.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if other than that
actually-
on there.
Kirby
I was about to
64.
say, you say that, James, but... yeah, Kirby 64. Just real quick, if they were able to get away with remixing DK64 songs in that Donkey Kong expansion pack for Mario plus Rabbids, I don't see why they can't get away with emulating the game.
True. It's just that, well, to be fair, one of the major things you have to do in order to complete the game is literally beat Jetpack, which is a fully rare-owned property.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
But you can still play it in the Wii U version of the game.
Yeah, though I assume that involved a lot of I don't know,
Finagling.
know-how finagling between licensing bullshit between Nintendo and Rare in order to get that to work in the first place.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, to be fair, considering we had never got Diddy Kong Racing on the Virtual Console service, I mean, I don't know. There's probably just some sort of.
I would like
finagling.
similar to 7 Stars. I'd like to see Paper Mario.
I mean,
that would be
remember,
nice.
the only reason that it's been so hard to get DK64 and Diddy Kong Racing onto the Virtual Console is because Rareware is owned by Microsoft.
Right.
And the only reason Microsoft
Oh yeah, meanwhile,
owns Rareware is because...
and don't mind us sneaking around with this Cherry Bomb 5000 or 500.
Yeah, we're kind of sick and tired of Indiana anyways.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a bomb. Sorry, it wasn't even a barrel. He just walked past a giant batch of dynamite. Like, oh yep, that looks nothing.
That's
out of
totally
ordinary.
inconspicuous.
And time to blow it up.
Anyways,
Run away! Oh, God.
oh man,
jeez.
Matrix.
By the way, let's remember that Sly Murray can't swim.
Back in the day when water graphics just looked like a bunch of misty sprays.
How's this place flooding over if there's a giant cliff adjacent?
I don't know. It should be pouring over it. Yeah, you're right. Like, it's clearly within view. And, oh. Yeah, you're right. Shouldn't have parked it right next to a dam.
Oh, wow, this entire place got flooded.
Jeez.
Ow. Well, there goes
I thought-
India.
And here I thought Mario Sunshine had it ridiculous with how it flooded the entire plaza.
Well, remember, if you
Nothing.
enter
Also,
Rajan's...
you could say the
if you,
entire Devil
well,
May
no,
Cry
hold on.
flooded.
If you enter Rajan's spice facility, and then you exit the level, the place will be deflooded.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They finally emptied. Oh, hey, Neela.
Hi, Neela.
So she's going to help us out.
But why?
Well, she's been helping us out.
She is Interpol.
Well, yeah, Interpol. To be fair, she's been helping us out for most of the game by now. So, who's to say she's just gonna backstab us just like that?
Yeah. She's okay in my book.
Oh, jeez.
Ow.
And with that heart, he can somehow thunder using it as a lightning rod.
Utilize lightning.
Well, what else powers up the heart?
Careful, careful. Oh, gosh.
Right.
Oh,
Lightning.
jeez. Cutting it a bit closer. Neela's just standing there, not doing a damn thing.
Neela, do your job.
Yeah, so there are like 3 directions, whether it be on the side or the center one. So just watch his movements. And
Don't just stand there and whip the pussycat.
About that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Whip that pussycat. Whoa.
And suddenly, zap.
And Neela did nothing. Hang on, let's go down. Murray.
Actually,
What a
there yet.
bitch.
Wow, the one thing that didn't flood was the pool. And oh,
How ironic.
Heard so much about and feared these long hours. The Murray will renew your fear. Who's the Murray?
Is it me or was Murray's voice lower pitched there?
he's trying to be intimidating.
Oh, okay.
I think I've already mentioned before, but for Slide 2, they did pitch down Murray's acting. Everywhere else, though, they do keep it natural.
Strange.
So yeah, now we're fighting Rajan, who literally just called us a fat, pathetic weaking.
Yeah.
A
You
weak
And he's and he is Street Fighter style. So let me just say right now, out of all of the get on the lily pads if he's zapping the water, out of all the bosses, I think he's one of the hardest.
That being said, though, he
He's
has
a damage sponge.
he's a damage bump, but at the same time, I would also argue he's probably the easiest to telegraph.
So yeah, be careful of that combo, because that can get you.
And of course,
Okay.
there's the guards.
Oh gosh, I need these
Yeah.
guys to get some help.
This is probably the closest to an actual slobber knocker fight we have in this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, of course there's no help. I don't know if you can hit him into the fence to do massive damage or not.
I don't remember.
You can.
Oh, nice.
No, you can.
Okay.
It just takes a bit of finagling.
Because
Figures.
he's really quick. Oh gosh. Yeah, just constantly be circling him if you can. You will double jump around that.
Hey, Rajan, you got any other tricks up your sleeve?
Oh gosh, please don't give me any ideas. I'd rather not die and do this fight
Yeah,
over again.
anything
I
but.
had, I had so much trouble. Oh hell, thank you.
Yeah.
I had so much trouble on this fight as a kid.
I understand that. I mean, he is pretty quick, but again, he's very telegraphed. Like,
I mean,
he
it
does
could
the
just
exact
be
same
me,
shit
but
over and over.
Rajan kind of seems like a jerk.
What else
He's
is
kind
new?
of a jerk. He's the villain.
Of course.
Oh,
Hey,
today.
that helps.
I mean, of this week's episode, at least.
Right, this week's episode of Sly 2, Band of Thieves.
Yeah, he's not a nice guy. He's not a nice dude. Okay. But yeah.
I mean,
that's pretty much it.
granted though,
He skips his
it
taxes.
all, yeah. Rajan commits tax fraud.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
Available now.
Oh jeez. Kind of close. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
He never carpools.
To James's credit, yes, as you can see, get on. As you can see, James's credit, he only really has 2 moves.
Yeah,
But,
so once you got that down, this fight can be pretty pathetic.
So don't get
Problem
cocky.
is, he just has a lot of health.
Yeah, he's a damage
Yeah.
sponge, which is easily the worst thing about it.
But yeah, other than that, this heist was
I would
really
honestly
short.
argue. I would argue that Dimitri is a bigger threat than Rajan is.
He's quicker and has a lot of attacks. But that said, oh, Thank you for killing all the guards,
And he's out!
Woo! Out like a light.
Get out of here.
Do
Victory belongs.
we got the heart.
Woo!
Sly's gonna want this half of the clockwork.
You got a heart.
then he just puts it in his mouth.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't ask where he's gonna hide it for the rest of this next chapter because
It looks kind of more like a conch shell.
So, yeah, forget what I said earlier. Neil is a bitch.
Ah, damn it.
hurry, help us out.
But not just any kind of bitch.
Can you hear me? I said Sly's.
She sold us out to Interpol.
She's a turncoat
Traitorous.
bitch.
There they are, Contessa, just as I promised.
And you want to know what's worse, guys?
All
That's
She's
not
working
all.
with the Claw Gang.
Excellent police work. Constable.
Yeah, might as well. It's not like we're spoiling much. Yes, she's actually been in cahoots
But not-
with them the whole time.
Yeah.
They don't outright say it, but it's kind of
And
obvious.
speaking of cahoots,
Cons-
never
yeah.
Really
Yeah.
can read them.
Oh wait, hang on. Look at this.
Gracefully.
Actually, Contessa, there's a good reason.
Countessa. It's supposed to be
Inspector Fox
Contessa.
never
Yep.
covered
Hmm.
the gang.
Typo.
She's been in love with them the whole
No.
Liar! Prove it!
You deceitful
Wow.
Don't
cow.
mind,
Tile
don't,
cord.
don't mind that I'm holding this photograph. First of all, in the wrong direction because it's facing the camera. Number one. Number two, I just had it on my person this whole time.
Cooper.
3, how was she supposed to know it was Sly?
Familiar.
Even though he looks an awful lot like him. Because it is
And
him.
sounded like him. And was him.
I'm pretty sure that was just an MS Paint drawing.
I'll get you, Neela. Don't think I won't.
I can just imagine that now.
no, what they actually did with that picture is that it's just the picture of, you know, the tile card for part 2 where it had like Sly and
Oh,
Carmelita?
hey,
Yeah,
look,
that's
They
what it
used the
is.
exact same image
Hang
for
on.
the photo.
She took it off of Google Images.
Cockney liar!
Ben Lee had to think of 5 different things he could have said before he came up with the most PG thing he could have said right then and there.
So,
double
yeah.
crossing cockney
A first in Cooper history?
Though statistically improbable, I had to face the facts. Neela had betrayed
It's like
us.
the Empire Strikes
My
Back.
teammates were captured,
Yeah.
and I was
In a
on
way, you're
the
not
run.
wrong.
Aw.
While intellectually and fearless,
Oh, I do love this scene though.
Sly and Murray had always been a rich source of sociological.
Neil put them on the slave
A
train.
long walk out of the jungle gave me time to reflect, and with each passing step,
I wonder how many 6 or 10-year-olds would actually get what the hell he's saying.
I wonder how long he was just sitting there in the middle of India.
seppuku.
Don't!
not that.
It is the
honorable way to go.
Speaking of which, I wonder how that Ghost of Tsushima game will turn out.
I would kind of crack up if he tried committing seppuku, but the sword just crumpled.
Wait.
to
Oh,
it.
wait.
On a shell.
But first things first, I had to learn how to drive a stick.
For all his intellect, he never learned how to drive a fucking car.
Just
Oh,
put it
no,
in
hang
drive,
on.
man.
Well, it's
Well,
not,
drive a
it's
stick anyway.
to drive a stick shift for a car designed for someone 3 times his height.
That's true.
But I'll say, Icky, go ahead, because I think I know where he's going now. What would be funny with the seppuku?
Oh yeah, if the sword just crumpled on his shell.
Ow.
Gosh!
Kind of like the end of that one episode of Futurama. That sword cost me $5,000.
But just like, I could also see him standing like, confound you evolutionary advantages!
So yeah, next time on Slide 2, Band of Thieves, we're gonna be sticking it up with Bentley for a solo quest.
In
Until
my
next time, guys.
favorite
In-
area of the game.
Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye.